Welcome to Words of Torah. I'm Rabbi Johanna Hershenson from Temple Beth Tikva in Bend, Oregon. This week, we are looking at the portion called Acharei Mot, after the death, referring to the death of the high priest Aaron's sons for offering a strange fire. The part of the portion we're going to look at, we know as the scapegoat. There is in this weekly reading all sorts of instruction to the high priest how to, first of all, behave properly so as not to end up in the position of Aaron's sons, Nadav and Abihu, offering a strange fire and being zapped to death. But another piece of the priestly functioning has to do with the cleansing, so to speak, the communal reset on statutes of limitations. What am I talking about? So in the ritual of the scapegoat, right, the high priest, in laying hands on this goat, transfers all of the sins of the people in the community onto the goat, the scapegoat, and then the goat is released into the wilderness. And with the goat goes all of the sins, and everybody gets a clean slate, a fresh start, a communal reset. So here we are coming out of our pandemic adjusted lives, feeling the sun on our face, taking the mask off and seeing one another's smiles again, and asking questions like, should I wear my mask here, if not there? What about the people in my life who are immunocompromised? But forget about COVID. How about the last 5 or so years of simply being an American? Really, the backlash with the election of the former president, Trump, the reckoning that's part of recognizing the systemic imbalances that communities of color experience in our country, right? We have all of the bad stuff in our society just bubbling right there on the surface. And as I read this Torah portion that usually feels anachronistic and totally irrelevant, I'm noticing, wow, wouldn't it be great if we had a ritual that established a communal reset, a statute of limitations on how much we hate each other for the disagreements that started 5, 6, 7 years ago and are left unresolved, and we don't even know how to extend our hand across the aisle to shake hands and work together anymore. A communal reset. As we celebrate at the end of this week, the beginning of Passover, the holiday noting our transition from slavery to liberation to redemption, right? Our sense of being redeemed. And then the responsibility that comes with that, receiving of Torah, being a part of this collective called the Jewish people, right? With freedom comes responsibility, which makes it hard for us to get along sometimes when we have different ideas. But I am hoping that this Passover, we will challenge ourselves to leave the enslavement, the rigidity, the narrow straits of political tribalism and try to wander in the wilderness, cutting each other a little bit of slack, initiating a communal reset, rebuilding friendships, rebuilding intimacy that has been lost. With that, I wish you a very happy Passover and many happy studies of Torah.